This is Lucille, and she is awesome. Yeah, not my best Negan impression, but hey, what's going on random YouTube people? Contorted here, a while since I've done a video, and I thought this was just the perfect opportunity. This is The Walking Dead AMC's Lucille prop replica. Got it from Forbidden Planet. It is just beautiful. It is the most beautiful thing I think I've ever received from Forbidden Planet. And long story, which I'm going to tell you before I get into the review. I'm doing this review because I looked for a lot of reviews to look at this thing before I bought it, and I couldn't really find any, and I think it's because it's a relatively new product. Obviously, it's a Walking Dead season 7 started about a couple of weeks ago, and the funny story is it actually took its time getting here. I mean, I ordered it in November, and it said the estimated arrival date was it's going to come on the 15th of November. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And so I waited. 15th of November doesn't come. The next day, they send me an email saying, your Forbidden Planet order has been delayed. And I said, okay, when to? They said, oh, it's coming on the 7th of December now. So I'm like, okay, got to wait a month for it. So I was a bit angry, but I waited because I think it was worth it. But 7th of December, I was preparing to go to a wedding, which I've actually just come back from, and the 7th of December, it was dispatched, and they said, oh, by the way, your Forbidden Planet order, it's going to arrive tomorrow, by the way, because first I emailed them because I didn't get a confirmation that it was on its way, even though it was dispatched on the 7th of December, and they came back and said, yeah, it's on its way, so they said it's going to come tomorrow, it's going to come on Friday. It's going to come on the 9th. It doesn't come on the 9th. Apparently, the people who were sending it, DPD, told me, oh, well, it hasn't arrived with us yet. So Forbidden Planet told me, yeah, it's going to come on the 9th, when they hadn't actually given it to the people who were delivering it yet. Then they tell me it's going to come on Monday. Then I checked my email last night, and it said, oh, it's arrived. We gave it to your neighbour. So I've just gone and picked it up off them, and I am not at all disappointed. It is a very beautiful prop. They've done these before. I think they did one for Merle's knife hand. They did one for Daryl's crossbow. They've done one for Michonne's sword. They've done one for Rick's machete. Yada yada yada. All that. But this is probably my favourite one. I actually looked at the comic version as well to see how that one was, but I really didn't like the look of it. It looked really, really stupid. I mean, it was too cartoony. It was vinyl, so it would have been really light and really kind of flimsy. But this is a rotocast, so it's a much stronger plastic. The barbed wire is actually made of a really kind of nice rubber material. It's made of like the kind of rubber you'd expect to find on these like prop replicas. Some of the barbed wiring, like here and back here, is a bit loose, unfortunately, but I guess that's kind of a gamble. They did it pretty well. These two bits kind of sticking out here, and like here. These bits kind of bug me, but it's really kind of accurate down to every detail. I mean, it's nice and long. I can't even fit it on the screen without like holding it at an angle. It's very long. It's got the I don't know if you can see, but it's got the number 4 there. I can see it. It's got the O right there. It's got the barbed wire, and if you look at Negan's bat on the show, it's got like a strand of barbed wire here, and they got that bit right as well. It's more or less the same color. It does look much more realistic in the photos than it does in real life. I mean, you can tell looking at this that it's plastic. I don't think my camera is going to be able to, show you. But if you look, you can tell that's plastic. But one thing I think they did have to do was they had to make it in like 3 parts, because you see there's like these seams almost. There's a line here, and then there's another one kind of here. So it looks like they created this bit first, then this bit, and then the main bit. So if you were to hit someone with this, like hold it here and proper bash someone on the head with it, it would probably snap into 2 pieces and you'd have to fix it. Which is just something you really don't want from a prop. You don't want to like super glue and an ugly strand of duct tape going around the middle. But yeah, it is a very nice prop. It's really heavy. It's much heavier than I expected. I mean, I expected it to be reasonably heavy because it's not hollow, but yeah, it's got some real kind of weight to it. And there's another, I just noticed, I didn't see this before, they snuck like a little, I don't know if you can see it, there it is, you can see that little line there, that's, they've done this in 4 parts, which is, kind of weird, but it is a prop. I mean, it would be hard for them to create the whole thing, and then, you know, work with what they had, but they have done a really good job. I really like it. It's very comfortable. You can rest it on your shoulder like Negan. You can point it like Negan, and it's got some nice weight to it, and it does feel very comfortable. I just, again, it's not the kind of thing you should be doing acting with. Like, it's a good prop. I mean, act with it if you want. Do it. I do a good Negan impression. I'm not going to do it now because I'd be laughed at by the thousands of unforgiving trolls on YouTube. But if you were to hit someone with it, it would definitely break. I mean, maybe if you were to hold it like this and hit them with your hand here, it probably wouldn't break. I mean, it is pretty heavy, so if you hit someone with that, it's going to hurt, but I wouldn't. It would break. Like, if you were to hold it just here, swing downward, the pressure, I mean, it does wobble considerably, just like this, so I really don't recommend hitting anyone with this. If you're gonna, like, if you're buying this for, you know, roleplay purposes, go ahead, you know, but don't hit them hard, because, again, it might break. But anyway, enough of saying it might hit them hard. I'm going to show you the box. It's a very big box. It's, about the size of the thing itself, which is kind of expected. They've got AMC's The Walking Dead here. They've got Lucille all the way up there. I like the inside. It's kind of like a blood red, which is kind of cool. It's got more information here. On this side, it says, adult roleplay replica bat created to match the exact bat Lucille carried by actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who portrays Negan on AMC's The Walking Dead. They've got it in French and I think Spanish here. They've got more information on the back. They've got Lucille and the AMC thing again. They've got some figures here, so they've got Rick in his police officer season 5 costume, Michonne, Rick again, Abraham in like his weird formal outfit. They've got Daryl with his crossbow, and they've got a new, very large Glenn figure, which is kind of a shame considering that it comes with Lucille. It comes on the back of the Lucille box, which is kind of just ironic and painful. There's highly detailed bat, complete with identical markings, barbed wire wrapped barrel end. So yeah, they've put a lot of information on this. You can see AMC's The Walking Dead there again, Lucille, and it says full size plastic bat measuring 32 inches in length. And obviously on the front, because they have to clarify this with all the props they do, they say that it's not a toy, and it's, again, got Walking Dead, AMC, Lucille. So yeah, box is pretty cool, but honestly, this is a really nice prop. I really like it. It's very, very cool. So I really would recommend picking this up from Forbidden Planet, Amazon, eBay, anywhere. I mean, it's really nice. It's I love you, Lucille. I love you. Anyway, if you enjoyed this review and you found it helpful, please leave a like, comment, or maybe even subscribe to make me nice and happy and make Lucille happy as well. And hopefully I will see you the next time I have the effort to do a video. If you're still here, you are wasting precious seconds of your life.